Depression is a word we hear a lot, a term that's become increasingly common in our everyday conversations. But honestly, it's so easy to misunderstand what it truly means and how deeply it can affect someone. It's more than just a fleeting moment of sadness. When I think of depression, I don't just think of feeling sad. It's not simply about having a bad day or experiencing temporary blues. Sometimes it's more like carrying around this invisible weighted vest, a constant and unrelenting burden that weighs you down. Even the smallest tasks like brushing my teeth or getting out of bed, things that used to be automatic and effortless, can feel impossible, like climbing a steep hill with lead shoes. And if you felt that way, if you recognize this struggle in your own life, you are absolutely not alone. Many people experience these challenges. One of the biggest myths out there is that the only way to get past depression, the only path to feeling better, is with some huge dramatic change, a complete upheaval of your current circumstances. Like, I need to completely overhaul my life. I need a new job, a new city, a new everything. But let's be real, that kind of thinking only makes things feel even more overwhelming, adding another layer of pressure to an already difficult situation. Here's where the divide by two formula comes in, a simple yet powerful strategy to combat this feeling of being overwhelmed. Instead of trying to leap over the mountain, instead of aiming for some grand, unattainable goal, what if you just took one tiny step? If going to the gym feels impossible, if the thought of a full workout fills you with dread, could I just go for a walk? Could I manage a gentle stroll around the block? If that's still too much, if even a short walk feels like a monumental effort, maybe just make it to the mailbox. And if even that seems overwhelming, if the mailbox feels too far, just walk to the front step. The goal isn't to do everything, it's to find action, no matter how small, that I can actually do today. It's about identifying one manageable task that feels within reach. There's real science behind this. Studies show that small, consistent steps are way more effective and more sustainable in the long run than trying to push myself into big dramatic changes that are often unsustainable and lead to burnout. It's about chipping away at that weighted vest, slowly lightening the load, not trying to toss it off all at once, which can feel impossible. But let's be honest, there's often this voice in my head that mocks those tiny efforts, that belittles the small steps I take. Really? The mailbox? Should you be proud of walking far? Is that all you could manage today? But here's the thing, I refuse to listen. I actively choose to ignore that negative voice. Every small step I take is meaningful. It's progress, even if it doesn't look like much from the outside. It's a victory against the inertia of depression. By breaking things down and refusing to let that shame voice win, I can finally start to shift out of that cycle of inaction, that feeling of being stuck. Over time, those tiny steps add up. They help me reconnect with the parts of myself that depression tries to bury, the things I enjoy, and the person I want to be. So, if you're feeling crushed by the weight of depression, remember this. You don't need to do it all today. You don't have to solve everything at once. Real change comes from identifying your limit, then gently pushing it, just a little. It's about expanding your comfort zone bit by bit. And when shame or self-criticism pops up, don't buy into it. Recognize it for what it is, a symptom of depression, not a reflection of your worth. Progress is progress, no matter how small. Acknowledge it, celebrate it, and use it as fuel to keep moving forward. If all you manage today is getting to the front step, that's a victory. It's a sign that you're fighting back. Be proud of every single step you take, and know that you're moving forward, one moment at a time. You've got this.